Hi seniors, today is day 4 of our first unit of economics. Our big question, what do we give up when we make choices? Today we want to identify costs and benefits of our decisions, and then identify the trade-offs and opportunity costs of those decisions. Our content standards that we've already done are on scarcity and the factors of production. Today we'll focus on opportunity cost and trade-offs. And our assessment is now Friday, February 15th. The key terms that you need to know for today, we'll define them in the course of today's lesson. As a quick review, copy this diagram into your notes, identify the causes and effect, pause the video and do that. Okay, let's take a look at the two causes of scarcity are going to be unlimited wants and limited resources. Again, the condition that results from these two factors creates scarcity. And what we're going to do next is look at the results or the effects of scarcity, and that's going to be that it requires us to make choices. We want a lot of things, but we can't have everything because we don't have all the resources. Therefore, we have to make choices. And so how do I evaluate my choices? With any choice that we make, we're always evaluating the costs, which are what you spend in time, money, and effort, or other sacrifices when making a choice. We compare that with our benefits, what we gain in time, money, experience, or another advantage when we make a choice. Now, oftentimes people think that costs are simply what you spend in terms of time, in terms of money, how much something costs. But costs also involves our energy, our time that we have, or anything that we sacrifice, anything that we give up when we make a choice. Benefits would, again, be anything that we gain, not simply money, but it could be our human capital, experiences, knowledge, skills, that we get when we make a choice. And again, we're always doing this, big decisions, small decisions. If I want to sleep in an hour later this morning, there's a variety of costs and benefits that go along with that. And the thing is, even though we don't make a decision-making grid like this with every decision that we make, we're always, in our mind, we're always weighing these costs and these benefits. And a wise decision is a decision in which our benefits are greater than our costs. So think about that when you're making another decision. What am I getting out of this decision? What am I getting out of this choice? And is that benefit greater than the cost, than what I'm giving up? And that leads us to trade-offs. And this works perfectly because we just had a few snow days. And so if you're following along for the first time, make a list of 5 things that you can do on a snow day. And then take a look at your list of things that you could do. Circle your first choice. That's what you decide to do. So maybe it's shoveling the driveway, and maybe shoveling your neighbor's driveway. You're getting the snow cleared. That's what you decide to do. All of the other options are your trade-offs. And a trade-off, by definition, is the exchange of one benefit or advantage for another that is thought to be better. So you get more benefit by shoveling the driveway and shoveling your neighbor's driveway than you do from sleeping in for a few more hours. You make a choice that maximizes your benefits. Everything else is a trade-off. So in your 5 list of things, you circled 1, the other 4 are your trade-offs. And so you could write a T next to each of those other trade-offs. Your opportunity cost then, when we look at your list, underline your second choice of what you will do on your snow day. Let's say that if you didn't shovel the driveway, you would have gone into work and gotten some extra hours in at work. That's your opportunity cost. That's your second choice. And so you've circled your first choice. That's what you do. You put a T next to all of the other options, and then you underline your second choice, and that already has a T next to it, but you should also write OC next to it because that's your opportunity cost. And so it's called this because you lost the opportunity to use your resources in that way. Because you spent time shoveling snow, you lost the opportunity to work some extra hours and make extra money. Because you were shoveling snow, you lost the opportunity to binge on Netflix. So again, your second choice is always your opportunity cost. And it's the value of the next best alternative that you could have chosen instead. So I'll look at it in 2 ways. 1, it's your second choice, or 2, it's the value of that second choice. So by not going into work, you gave up the money that you would have earned by working. Another example, if you don't go to college, you could earn $15,000 per year working, but you decide to go to college, therefore your opportunity cost of attending college for that year is $15,000 that you would have made working. So you've got two choices, go to college or work. If you go to college, you can't work. If you work, you can't go to college. You can only do one of them. You have to make a choice. So you choose to go to college, you give up the opportunity to work and make that money. Another example, Mike has the options of getting up early and running or sleeping in an extra hour. So you've got these two options. Think of the benefits, think of the costs. If he chooses sleep, then his opportunity cost is the one that he doesn't choose, which is running. And specifically, his opportunity cost would be the health benefits associated with running. If Liam is working as a financial advisor, but he doesn't really enjoy it, he decides to quit his job, open a bookstore. What is his opportunity cost? Well, he has a choice. Continue working as an advisor or open a bookstore. He chooses to quit and open a bookstore. Therefore, he gives up everything that he gained as a financial advisor, particularly probably a salary. So his opportunity cost would be becoming a financial advisor and salary that goes along with it. And last opportunity, imagine that you are working for a manufacturing company and they produce only trucks. They decide to switch a line of production and produce tractors instead. What's the opportunity cost? Well, by not making trucks, you give up the opportunity to get money, to make money selling trucks. So the money that they would have made selling trucks, if they continued producing them, is the opportunity cost. And this company decided that they're going to get more benefit selling tractors than they would have by making and selling trucks. So they switched to produce tractors instead. So in summary, a trade-off is when you choose any one thing over another. You're going to have a lot of trade-offs in a situation, but there's only going to be one opportunity cost, and that one opportunity cost is always your second choice. So here's a practice. Pause the video. Try this one out on your own. Again, read the directions carefully. This is the final ranking of what you will do in order of your preference. Okay, let's take a look at this together. Since this is the final order of what you will do, it means that number one is what you're going to do. This is the choice that you make. All of the other ones are going to be a trade-off. And your opportunity cost is always your second choice. So if this is the order of what you were going to do, this is what you do. That means number two is your second choice. That's also your opportunity cost. We didn't have time for this activity. The activity is included in your packet if you wanted to check it out. And then we have notes, again, for homework. Chapter 2.4, pages 28 and 29, finish up a short section making how much decisions about thinking at the margin. And then here's a ticket out, another good opportunity to practice. If you pause the video, do this exercise, and then I'll go over it. All right, similar to the previous example, these are ranked in order of his top choice to his least favorite. It means he's going to attend the U. That's the choice that he does. That means 2, 3, and 4 are trade-offs. And then since number 2 here, play for Real Madrid as a sweeper, is his second choice, that's going to be his opportunity cost as well. So again, 1 is what he does. 2, 3, and 4, trade-offs. Number 2 is also your opportunity cost. Let me know of any questions. Hope you guys have a good day.